game. And speaking of SGA, let's talk about that series next, man. One of us picked the Nuggets in 7 games.
Woo.
AJ, that was me, picked the Nuggets in 7 games. The other one of us, Joe Jordan JJ, picked OKC, I believe, in 6 games, if I'm not mistaken.
I said 7. I said 7.
Oh, you said 7? Okay, you picked. Okay, my bad. I try to shave that game off at the end, try to shave that. But he picked OKC in 7 games. So, Joe Jordan, I got to ask you, how are you feeling about this series? Are you still confident in the Nuggets in 7? Or, I'm sorry, the Thunder in 7? Or are you kind of leaning towards the Nuggets now that you didn't see some of these games play out?
I think you might ask me leaning towards 6 and 7. My man. But I feel really good. I feel like this is the perfect opponent for the OKC Thunder. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Everybody kept saying, rightfully so, they're too young. They don't have experience. They only had one playoff run together, and it wasn't really a run. They only played 2 series. I get it. But going against a different Nuggets, AJ, you spilled it out perfectly. You said they're champions, Joe. They just hard to get away. They're going to fight to the end. They just got that grit. They got championship DNA. You are right. Yep. When you watch this series, OKC, every game, except for game 3. I'm sorry, game 4. But every game, they try to go. One game, they actually went away. And Jokic fouled out. But every game, they try to get away. They try to get away. But Denver just stay there. They just stay there. I'm like, dang, what's going on? One day it's Aaron Gordon. One day it's MPJ. One day it's Westbrook. And one day it's just Jokic going crazy. And this was Jokic playing bad too the last 3 games, in my opinion. Playing like very average. But OKC, they grew up in game 4, AJ. They grew up. The Nuggets were up. They were up. They had full control of that game in the 4th quarter. The OKC Thunder went on an 11-0 run, took the lead, and kept the lead. And the youngins closed the game out. I'm talking about SGA getting multiple buckets. Jalen Williams got a bucket. Cason Wallace playing very good for this team on both sides of the ball against Jamal Murray and on the other side of the ball, hitting these Robin 3 they get in front of them. But that game 4, I was already confident. First of all, I want to say this. Game 3, I was very upset at SGA. I felt like game 3, it was Jalen Williams' game. I actually tweeted. I said, yo, this is Jalen Williams' game. He's the one that's balling. Let him get the last shot. They gave it to SGA. SGA set up for 3 too much in game 3. He did. He settled. And that's one thing he came into the season saying, like, yo, I want to shoot more 3 because last year he didn't shoot out 3, but this year his 3-point attempts went up. And I feel like at times he settled for it. But last game, he closed them out. Last game, J-Dub closed them out. And Jokic, the defense they're playing on Jokic, Westbrook, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll take that. MPJ, I know you on fire, but you can have that. Go ahead. Jamal Murray, we're going to stay on you. Christian Brown, go ahead and take it. You more like Chris Brown to us. Go ahead and dance. But look, do your thing. But I'm still confident, AJ, and I'm going to stick to 7, but I would not be surprised if it go out 6. I really feel like game 4 was a turning point. Game 3 happened. SGA walks off the court. I put it in the chat. I said, my man smiling, walking off the court. He about to go off game 4. I go on Twitter. People actually killing SGA. I'm like, they killing him. Talking about so, he smiled off the court. Why he laughing? I'm like, if anybody is a hooper, he's smiling because it's like, all right, we got you next game. And then he goes to the podium. He said that they was heckling him. And then he said, people want to laugh when they up, but we going to respond. I remember after game 1, they lost. He in the press conference, he said, there's no need to dwell on the past. We can't control it. Let's move forward and take game 2. And that's what they did. And then he said, we said in game 3, and they said they're going to take game 4. And that's what they did. I said this. OKC is not seasoned, but Sega, he is seasoned. He's been around the block. He's been with Chris Paul. He's been with Pat Bev and the Clippers and Lou Will on them, Doc Rivers, all them guys. When Kevin Durant said, I'm Kevin Durant, he was on that squad. SGA been around the block. So he's going to be the leader that take him over the top. and this will be the youngest. I had them beating the Celtics, but once they play the Nuggets, that's it. The Nuggets is a champ. I'm sorry with Minnesota. I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect y'all. The Nuggets, that's their championship. Once they beat the Nuggets, they're going to beat Minnesota. And whoever come out the East, Tom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tom. Halliburton, shower curtain, hand. I don't know the third thing that rhyme. OKC in 5.
Oh man, we definitely got to revisit that. We got to revisit the end of that right there. But this is what I'll say, Joe. I remember we was talking about the Clippers and the Nuggets series, and I was like, "Don't let this Nuggets team fool you, bruh. I seen this too many times, bro. They look defeated one day, and then the next day they just come out playing lights out." And I said, I think the gap between the two teams are closer than they appear. Like, I think it's like neck and neck. What I will say about this series is the Thunder are better than the Nuggets. That's clear to me. Like, they are the better team than the Denver Nuggets. Game 2 is like, all right. All right. Now, this getting kind of crazy. Now, I didn't want to read too deep into it because we saw, OKC come out and smack the Grizz and then go into Memphis and not look the same. So I didn't want to read too much into it. I said, Denver, y'all got y'all split. Y'all got what y'all needed. Now let's go on the road, or let's go home and get the wins at the crib. Won game 3 and turn around and lost game 4. But I'm looking like it's clear that the Thunder are the younger and the more talented team. But what I will say, Joe, is this. They playing some great defense. They playing some great defense on Jokic. But there's no way he finna keep shooting 39% from the field. That's not go continue, bro. It's no way he finna keep shooting 21% from Trey. I can't see it. It's no way Jamal Murray finna keep shooting, at least I believe. Because Jamal do be having moments like this. But shooting 41% from the field, I don't think it's going to continue. Even Russell Westbrook, I don't think he's going to shoot the 3 much better. But shooting, 38, 39% from the field, I think that this is the reason why I still have faith in the Nuggets and why I'm still pretty confident in the Nuggets in this series. It's because even though I respect OKC and I know they can play better and I do believe they are the better team, I do think the Nuggets have another level that they can tap into. And I do believe they're getting ready to tap into that level. Now, I said Nuggets in 7 because I kind of envisioned this. I kind of envisioned you go and get the split. I think at the time the Nuggets had already won a game. But you go and get the split, right? And then you go home and you probably split at home because the Thunder not just going to lay down. I thought they had a really good chance at winning game 4, though. All them missed free throws was crazy on behalf of Denver. I know the Thunder missed some, too. These boys missed like 10 free throws in that game. Most of them felt like in the fourth quarter. I felt like that. In my humble opinion, I feel like that was the game. All those missed free throws. What, they lose the game by 5 points. Jokic missing free throws. Aaron Gordon missing free. Like, y'all, make a couple free throws. It's a different game. Nevertheless, I figured they would split at the crib because the Thunder are not gonna. They're not going to just lay down. And I fully expect the Thunder to go home and to win game 6. Or, I'm sorry, game 5. I expect it. And Joe, I wouldn't be shocked if they smack the Nuggets in game 6. Or game 5. I actually kind of hope they do for the sake of my pick. I kind of hope that they do exactly what they did in game 2 and game 5. Because if they do, I can count on a signature, either Jamal Murray game, a signature Jokic game, or both of them going off at the same time, extending it to 7. And if this team can get you to 7 games, I don't care if it's in OKC, I don't care if it's in LA, I don't care if it's in Boston, I don't care if it's in Cleveland, I don't care if it's on Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, I don't care where you playing. Jokic, Murray, game 7 with a chance to advance to the Western Conference Finals, I'm putting the house on Denver every single time, unless they're going against the Wolves. That was a different story. That was a different story. The Wolves are a little different. The Wolves is a weird matchup. They was up by 20 in that game too, by the way. They was up by a dub. But outside of that, we talk about this series. And in this series, I will put the house. Yeah, I might not. Wife might kill me. I bet the house on the game. I might not want to do all that. might not want to do that, boy. She might have a weapon to my head. Like, they better win this game. They better win this game, or
The whole
that's
time, the
you.
whole time the game on.
Right. No, that's facts. No, but I think we're due. I think we are due for the series going Thunder, Nuggets. Because I think the Thunder are going to do their thing at home, but I think the Nuggets are going to respond. Jokic and Jamal, if not, because Jokic is due for a game or two. I think Jokic is going to have a day in game 6. And game 7, I trust him over this young OKC team. I agree with you, though. This is a great matchup for OKC from the standpoint of you're going against a team with championship pedigree. And if you can knock this team off, the confidence and the experience you have going through a series like this, where you knocked off these guys who are proven, who have done that, who are going to make all the adjustments. Still wish Mike Malone was there, but who are going to make all of the adjustments necessary to get you out of there, and you still come out and win in 6 or 7. I think that at that point, we can no longer say that, or I can no longer say they don't have experience. At that point, they got all the experience they need. They took out Denver, who just won the championship a few years ago. But I don't think they are ready. And I think with the money on the line, SGA going to be there. I'm not sure them boys going to follow him. I'm not sure. I'm not confident, bro. They got to show me, bro. They got to show me. I'm not confident they going to be there with him, bro. And I'm confident Jamal, Jokic, and even Aaron Gordon, I'm confident that them 3 guys going to be there. He been hooping all playoffs. They going to be there, bro. So I'm still gonna rock with the experience. I'm still confident because I like the experience that the Nuggets have. Even though OKC is the better team, I'm gonna rock with the team that's a bit more experienced and who have been there, done that.
I want to say shout out to Eric Gordon. He lost his brother in the car accident, and then he took his sons in. One of them is staying with his mom, obviously, and he changed his number. I think it's number 32. Changed number 2, and then they finished 50. He was number 50 originally, and changed the number 32. They finished the season 50-32, and then when he hit the game-winning shot against OKC, it was 3.2 seconds left on the clock, which is crazy. All right, but shout out to you, Aaron Gordon. But look, AJ, I get it. Jokic's not playing well. He's not. OKC got a lot to do with it. The game plan they have, they bothering him a lot. They're forcing him to take more jump shots. That's why the percentage is lower, because he's not taking a lot of shots in the paint. He's taking a lot of shots outside the paint. I've never seen the Jokic take this many jump shots. But look, when I look at OKC, do you know as bad as Jokic shooting from 3? What is he shooting? He's shooting what? 21.2, 14%? That's better than SGA. Do you know that? He's shooting better than SGA from 3. Jalen Williams, 0.208. Chet Holmgren, 0.200. Lou Dort, 0.250. You really think that's going to continue? Isaiah Joe, 33%. Isaiah Joe is lights out. Do we think, now Alex Caruso, 42%. I get it.
Yeah.
But do we think that these guys going to keep, like I said to you in the Minnesota Timberwolves segment, OKC is not shooting well. But their defense, and AJ, you're right. When you watch the Nuggets and Clippers, I said Clippers are better, right? But you can see, like, okay, it's evenly matched. When you watch OKC, you can just see the only difference. OKC is better, but the Nuggets experience is keeping them in this series. You can see it, but you can see OKC is climbing that hill. You can see it.
Yeah.
Game 4, bro, I'm not going to lie. I saw it. Game 4 was like, yo, these boys go up right here. Now, I got to see game 5, obviously. They're going to be at home. AJ, if they blow them out, bro, it's over. Ain't no coming back.
I don't think so, bro.
It ain't coming back, man.
Bro, that Nuggets team, bro, I'm telling you, the best case scenario for the Thunder is that they win a tight game. Because that just goes to show it was tight up to the end. Right. Denver, they was competing. They kind of wore them down at the end. Maybe Denver goes into the next game kind of tired, and they don't have the energy or the juice for game 6. If they smoke the Nuggets, I'm telling you now, Denver not going out like that at the crib, bro. They not going out like that, bro.
I do agree. A close win is better for the confidence. It's like we got their best shot and we beat them. I get that. And the blowout is like, they probably threw in the towel. I'm telling you, that boy Sega, that boy SGA, if they win game 4, he going to close them out. No, game. What's that? Game 5.
Game 5.
He don't close him out. He needs a signature game. This is what he needs. He needs that game. A Kobe. That's what I said. I say you have a Kobe type run. He needs that Kobe like moment. It is hard to do it when you're blowing everybody out. It's hard to do it. Yeah. I get it. The man averaged 27 in game 2. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. Come on, man. Like he had 33, 34 in the third. Come on. And everybody gets the blowout. If you watch that game, he ignited the fire. He was going crazy in the first quarter. He had like 16 in the first quarter.
Bro, all of the Nuggets wins, bro. They've been having a scratch and claw for them mugs, bro.
They stole it. They were up, bro. Chet Holmgren
they be having a fight.
They only won that game, the first one, because Chet Holmgren choked. If he makes one free throw, or he makes both the free throw, which he usually does, or the coach don't foul 2 times with 2 seconds come off the clock, they just choke and they learn from their lesson. Game 3, it was on SGA. First, it was on the team. The team showed up and then SGA didn't do his part. And then SGA smiled. He said, you know what? They ain't winning no more games.
All right.
They ain't winning no more. I got y'all.
We gonna see. Well,
I got 7 still, though. I got 7.
bro, I would say as a Thunder fan, I would want them to win and close it out in Denver in 6. Because game 7 gonna be, that's dicey, bro, against that team.
That's what you want.
Yeah, AJ, of course. As a star, as a superstar, absolutely. Yep.
Don't get me wrong, AJ. Don't get me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. If OKC beat Denver in game 7, you gonna think they're gonna win the championship. Oh no,
I'll say this.
You'll be more confident.
I'll be more confident. My trepidation about them was experience and having a solid number 2. I wouldn't have that trepidation about them no more. That's what I was saying.
There you go. That's what I really wanted to ask. Like the doubts you have, I'm telling you, this is a perfect series for them. Perfect. Yep. Perfect series. Perfect series. But I know a series that wasn't perfect. It just ended. The Cavaliers, hey, Spider, I don't know. Pacers in 5. Pacers win. Spider lose again in the second round. Never got to the conference finals, AJ. Never in his career. Had number 1 seed multiple times. But AJ, I'm curious to see what you have to say about this. Can Donovan Mitchell be the best player on a championship team?
No.
Oh.
No. Take that back. Yes.
Okay.
Let me rephrase. Yes. But it has to be a situation like the number 2, you can make an argument is the best player. It would have to be, it's got to